Hello, welcome to PlayStation Access. My name is Dave, and I'm joined today by Nath.
Hello.
And Nath, we both have been playing a little bit of Sniper Elite 4. We were lucky enough to get some time with the single player and with the multiplayer, and we've got a video on multiplayer that may or may not be on the channel already. If not, it'll be on soon.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about single player today. This is the single player. This is the first level from the campaign, or all taken from first level of the campaign.
Yeah. I think it's probably important to note that we had a bit of a play through it, and then what we asked if we could make this video, which was you playing it all day, finding different ways to, do the bad murdering.
Exactly. So this is our 5 favourite ways to kill Nazis, and I'm going to get straight in. You will have predicted the first one. It's snipe them.
In this game.
That's right. It is Sniper Elite. And sniping them is loads and loads of fun. And I've played a little bit of previous Sniper Elite games.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly why. I will try and analyse that for you, but I feel like it's just so much more fun this time around.
Okay.
I think all the mechanics have been refined every time, and maybe...
I love the hats coming off. Sorry,
I know,
mate.
it's like, make them laugh. It's I always say that. Nath, you can shoot them in their heads. You can shoot them...
squished around.
In their
teeth.
shoulders.
The teeth coming out really sets me on edge, actually.
I know. You can shoot them in their knees and toes. You're ruining my joke. You can shoot them in their eyes.
I see.
Look at that eye shot. Maybe ears, mouth, the teeth again, and also the nose. But that's the one joke I've planned for this.
So you've done you did the song.
But
That's
seriously,
amazing.
this time around, the sniping feels really fun. I'm just playing on normal difficulty, and it feels fair.
I think because this game series has always had its kind of fairly hardcore fans, and I think that more and more people have kind of been getting interested in it. You and I don't think our skills are up to being among that kind of hardcore cadre, but I think what we found, because we played it in different stages, is that it has relaxed the things which make the game slightly frustrating, and it's concentrated on making it so that if you set, it's fair, isn't it? And that's what you want from a kind of a stealth-based game.
And I think if it is easier, perhaps at normal level, I think that's a gateway to the harder levels, because I want to be playing, without the reticule that tells me. Like, I've already, been experimenting with that on my own. This is just moving on now to just grenade shots, which is like the next level. It's like the connoisseurs, kind of sniping.
So we're still in the first. This is still sniping.
This is just still sniping. You can snipe all the different parts of the people. Everyone knows that. So you can even snipe their gear, which is just...
And these are grenades on...
They're wearing grenades, yeah.
Remind me never to wear my grenades around you.
I will do my best, but I can't make that promise. Obviously, there are considerations, and I should say, some of the things you're going to see in this video maybe aren't always the best choice for stealth, and sometimes, I'm not worrying about being having any sound cover.
But
Speaking of
because what's
stealth...
This?
It's the knife, or just stealth kills, which are really, really quite brutal. Look at that, a neck snap. And it is necessary, I think. What I found with playing Sniper this time around, which is really more than ever like a sandbox, like a really fun sandbox, is it's about getting a route to maybe a tower or something with a good view. Look at this one. He just absolutely tackles him down.
Crikey, into the bush.
And then, doing some sniping from there. Look at that knee and neck. It's so horrible. So you are going to need to take down people, up close and personal. Yeah. And if you want to try and do it the right way, I'm going to say the right way, stealthy like this, the knife is going to be your friend. Once you've found yourself a nice spot, which I've done here, and I've actually tampered with a generator to give me sound cover, so you can see those sound waves at the top. That's a generator exploding next to me that's just saying, that covers the sound of my shot. You can do environmental kills, or as I've put in inverted commas, accidents. So this
what
man...
happened to Klaus?
He sadly suffered an accident, which was standing under this cargo net full of boxes. Mate. What a way to go.
Bouncy Klaus.
So there's a few of these around. I wanted to make the point here, you don't always have to use a sniper rifle. I shot that with a well rod, which is like a sort of short range suppressed pistol. Look at the officer just legging it. I love that he's just running away. And when you do shoot people or kill people by shooting like cranes and the like, nearby enemies run away, and if you tag them, you can sort of see that they're hiding, so they're scared. So they don't see it as don't see it as someone making that happen necessarily. If you do it under the cover of a sound cover. We're now on to number 3, I believe. No, 4, which is setting traps.
Yeah, man.
So again, the generator I mentioned before, you can use it to cover the sound of your shots, or you can set it rigged for explosion.
So I really like this because it's kind of and then it attracts them towards it, and then it explodes and kills them. And what I really liked about this whole thing is it kind of brings a sabotage element of gameplay.
Definitely.
And you have to know the level really well. And it kind of reminded me, because I played a ton of Dishonored just before we went to play this game.
Yeah.
And I was interacting with these systems a lot more. And I think that more than ever, Sniper is now kind of full of overlapping systems. Which you can, like you say, you can distract somebody and then someone else make them have an accident. And then meantime, you know, your whirring generator that you've tampered with is like a time bomb for somebody, effectively, like this. His hat's come off as well.
Exactly.
Excellent work,
and I'm
Dave.
using these systems, I think, in their very sort of, you know, A1 kind of state. I think, like mixing them together. As you say, you know, a generator, you can just walk away and leave that. Maybe someone will find it, maybe they won't. If they do, that's a distraction, or they you know, it will alert people to a different part of the map. You can use it
lead
very
people
cleverly.
around, and you can learn people's routes and know where they're going to be and stuff. Like, there's a lot. It's a bit of a playground, isn't it?
Exactly. And this is setting traps, just the equipment. So I just used an S mine, a spring mine you will have just seen. Now it's a trip wire, and each of these sort of bits of equipment can have 2 modes. What a way to go! 2 modes of use. Which is worth bearing in mind. With the S mine and the trip wire, it's like a delayed kind of use. The telemine, which is what uses here, you can set a double tap function. So I guess one press sort of arms it, and then if you know, maybe if they're on a route, when they come back, it'll explode that time around. So it's going to get really deep.
Stuff like that.
Here I'm using a spring mine to take out a truck, which was just a test to see if it would work, and it does work.
Nice.
Which I really liked.
Blowing up trucks was my main way of very stealthily distracting people.
Here's maybe the meanest thing that you can do, and that's booby trap a body, which I really enjoy. So you can use your telemines, spring mines, trip mines. Once you've killed a man, if you go over to the body with that selected, you can booby trap them. And when soldiers see a body, they run over to find out, you know, if it's their mate who's dead, and if he's booby trapped, it's not good. There's grenades. Obviously, I love this that you still get the lovely slow motion grenade kills, shrapnel everywhere. Here's a nice booby trap of an officer, which I enjoyed. He is a goner. The slow motion really does add an extra level. It's so pleasing to see your work.
I know.
And sometimes if you do a good trap, as I said, and you just sort of wander away, you know, you'll be off doing other things, and you'll suddenly just cut to the slow motion, like, by the way, you got someone. And this last one is just explode them.
I thought we've been doing that.
Yeah, it feels slightly different. So this is grenades. Look at that position he's adopted.
I know, that's
the worst position to face a grenade. I know. I like the way the guys react to a grenade as well. The first guy turns away just as he sees it. The other guy just gets down and prays. He's facing it, maybe hoping his helmet's going to help him. It's not.
Helmets, but you should be wearing the strap.
They're quite good against trucks. So I don't know if this is what you were talking about, but this grenade. I
was normally blowing up with the petrol.
This is lovely.
This
just
worked.
As the plane comes over,
nice,
covering
Dave.
the sound.
But no one heard that. That's
I know.
What this screams.
That's right.
The plane is screaming like 5 agonizingly burning men.
Now the grenade secondary function is an adhesive grenade, and I've done the science for you. Yes, you can stick it to a man.
Oh man!
Look at that. What a way to go.
I was going to say they didn't have them in World War II, but they used them in Band of Brothers, didn't they? They kind of mocked them up.
His testicles took a lot of the brunt force there.
Real, so. Yes, they did.
And back to sniping, but whilst exploding, shooting exploding things is also loads of fun.
Stuff. I mean, I
look at this chain reaction. It's like, it gets so much worse than I realised. There's loads of stuff to shoot, but again, like. This is what I think, it struck an amazing balance this time, where if you want to just have a bit of fun and go into a sandbox, shoot some exploding things and kill some guys, you can totally do that. If you want to do it right and use sound cover, you know, patience. And patience, exactly, scout out the area, you can do that too. It really caters to both really well, and I think that one is a really nice sort of gateway to the other. Like I was having loads of fun just sort of messing around, but at the same time I found myself increasingly wanting to use generators to make sort of sound cover, and then getting into towers, scouting the whole place
Also,
really, really well.
Once you blunder in and you make a big noise, then you know the level as well. So then, you know what
Exactly.
I mean? You're learning, and next time you go there, you're like, oh, I don't have to do. And also, the other thing I think that they've done is they've made it slightly easier to pull yourself back into kind of stealth and undetected mode. And,
Yeah.
Or at least it's just a kind of more polished like process of, you know, where they think you are and and it's just more kind of a fun gameplay loop in terms of like finding your way out of those situations.
And likewise, if you are being really stealthy and it goes wrong, they've given you the tools that you can, you know, you can go loud, you can survive. Like, you know, I did loads of just shooting with the Thompson
it's
and
funny,
the well
isn't it?
rod and things.
I think that is part of the game because it's called Sniper. Like, Sniper's in the title, but there is like, and I don't even think about it anymore because I've played it a decent amount, but there are, you can put away your sniper rifle when things have gone loud, and it's still, you know, it's an action game. It's still a good game.
Yeah. Nath, here is me messing with the systems just a tiny bit. This is the first one where I shoot a man through the shin, and it explodes.
His shin explodes.
A petrol little jerry can behind him.
Yeah.
But here's the greatest bit of gameplay you're going to see today.
Okay.
Maybe all week. It's me, first of all, and this is just like, this was honestly just instinctive, a little test. I thought, can I shoot a man through the windscreen? Of course I can. He's the driver. The truck's going to stop. I'm going to shoot the petrol tank.
Yes.
But first, I'm going to wait for him to put his ankle in front of it, through the bone into the petrol tank. That's what I'm talking about. I like the way that
their bodies go, like their expressionless bodies,
I know,
caught in slow motion, just like resigned to their fate. This is me now.
There's so much fun in seeing just eyeballs in skulls, just the shocked look, the permanently shocked look of getting shot. So here's me riding off into the sunset, getting my sort of end of mission report. But that is our five favourite ways to kill Nazis in Sniper Elite. I mean, I've had so much fun playing it. Honestly, it's a brilliant sandbox game this time around. The first level, which is all I've played, is surprisingly vast, with lots of little secrets that are there for you to find. There's loads of challenges, you know, built into the game to keep you going back and doing the missions over and over again and trying different gameplay styles. I think it's just loads of fun. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on it further and seeing what crazy ways people find to kill people. So thank you very much for watching. Do comment below to what you are going to be doing in Sniper Elite 4, and subscribe so you don't miss anything from the world of PlayStation.